What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode with my pal Alex and Feisty Pants.
New Day did not rock. Thank you, Paul. I wore the New Day t-shirt to the pay-per-view tonight. Thank you. How did you like it? I don't know. I had two things I was looking forward to tonight. I was looking to see Bayley come out as Sasha's tag team partner, and I was looking for Enzo and Cass's opening statement there. Their monologue, or whatever you want to call it. It was hilarious. I enjoyed it immensely. And even though Bayley did come out, and Bayley and Sasha defeated Charlotte, a.k.a. Ric Flair. I mean, look at this. It's Ric Flair with boobs. I mean, that's all it is. Dana Brooke, right, was her tag partner. They, titles not on the line, champs are losing. That's how it works. But it was awesome. It was, and you kind of knew, when Sasha Banks came out in Bayley colors, her little awesome outfit was in Bayley colors, and then Bayley's music hits, and Sasha had a huge smile on her face. I've been saying for weeks, it's gonna be Bayley. It's gonna be Bayley. On my picks video, if you guys saw my picks video, there's like 20 people that tweeted me today, hey, who do you think's gonna win this match? I don't know. Look at my picks video that I posted. I worked so hard for. Anyway, Sasha and Bayley won it. Thank God. Which brings us to the New Day. And I'm a little sour because the New Day lost. And even though Xavier Woods went berserker mode on Bray Wyatt in the corner, did you see? I thought he was actually going to pull it off, but it was Bedlam, and the Wyatts pulled that off. And of course, the titles are not on the line, so New Day stands. It's okay for them to lose because their titles. They're not going to lose the titles. What was the next? Oh, and then Lana's music hits, right? And she comes out, and she's wearing this princess-looking white outfit with a little tiara, and she was glistening. Did you see her boobs glisten? I was like, what? What's a Pokemon? Pokemon Go? What? I'm looking at Lana. She glistened. Rusev defeated Ryder, which, if you guys don't know, Rusev is the champ, and Miz is the champ, and they're on opposite shows. Now, either Darren Young was gonna win, and Ryder was gonna win, or they both were gonna lose. Because what would happen is the titles would change hands, and then move to the other show. So they each had to do that, or they each had to do nothing. So Rusev defeated Ryder, and Mojo Rawley came out, right? Pretty cool. And Sami Zayn, Darren Young lost to The Miz, double count out. Maurice looking very fine. 2 thumbs up, Siskel and Ebert. Maurice, I applaud. Wow, what else? So back to Sami Zayn. The match that I insisted was going to be the waste of time of the night had a ton of holy shit moments. They were just killing each other in the ring, as they usually do. They put on a good match, don't get me wrong. I'm just tired of seeing it. But it was a good match. Natalya, Becky Lynch. I had said Becky Lynch needed a win. She did not get one. She took a beating. Natalya went to work on the knee, really showing off the heart dungeon. The heart dungeon? Right? They go to train in the dungeon? Yeah, really showing off her prowess in the dungeon. And she got the win. She locked the sharpshooter in the middle of the ring. Becky tried to crawl out. She dragged her back. She crawled out a second time, dragged her back, crawled out a third time? No. Sorry. It was only 2 crawl outs, and then on the third time she tapped out. So Natalya got the win there, but now they're the sole divas on SmackDown, so they get to fight forever, right? I'm going to get to that. The second moment of the night I was looking forward to was Enzo and Cass's giant monologue. It was going to be funny. You knew it was going to be funny. It was funny. Don't eat a banana and stare somebody in the eye. We all lost it. I was in tears. It was the funniest thing I ever heard. Applaud. Thank you, Enzo. Thank you, Cass. I think even John Cena was laughing, right? They defeated the club, and I thought maybe Finn Balor would come out and run some kind of interference, because what happens is Finn Balor, once upon a time in another country, was part of the club. And I thought, maybe that the Neil and Bob are going to Raw, and AJ is going to SmackDown, and Finn Balor was on Raw. Maybe they would set up some kind of multi-brand club. They would be the club on both shows. And they say they're gonna be, but maybe they'll announce Balor tomorrow night. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they won't even bother. Who knows? But Enzo Cass and John Cena won it, and it was pretty awesome. The opening segment was awesome. Let me clarify. The opening segment was awesome. There was a couple of cool moves. The match was a clusterfuck. Jericho interviews Orton, drags it out. Everybody's waiting for the RKO out of nowhere, and they teased it, and Orton teased it again, and he teased it again, and then Jericho's like, finally, after a 30-minute segment, it wasn't 30 minutes, but it seemed like an eternity, grabs him and he RKO, and Randy Orton's like, yeah, Randy Orton, bitch. I love Randy Orton. I'm so glad he's back. And he's going to SmackDown. Even better. Is that all the matches? I got the notes right here in front of me on a sticky. Right here. I do. They're right there. That way I can keep focus on the camera. That brings us to the triple threat. Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. And probably the best match of the night. Maybe aside Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They were pulling out all the stops, except for Dean Ambrose. He comes running across all the announcer tables, and then he just dives onto Reigns and Rollins, who were in the ring announcer area, where they keep the bell dinger guy. I thought he was gonna pull some kind of crazy move. Not that he needed to, but they're like, "Oh my God, here comes Dean Ambrose," and he just drops down. What a waste. But there was plenty of other moves, and there was just a series of finishers in the very end, and I liked. I said to the guys, there was a point where Rollins powerbombed Reigns into the corner, and Reigns didn't sell it, and I was like, "Oh, that's what that Pokemon did when he kicked out of my Pokeball." He no-sold the Pokeball, and it was really funny. We're sitting there playing Pokemon in between matches, and yeah, the Ninja Twins play, I play, Grim plays, Attack Slug does not play. I don't know if Duhop plays. I didn't ask him yet. I should ask him. Original Champ plays. He and I go downtown Washington Street all the time. So Reigns just no-sales the thing, and he hits Rollins and goes to cover him, and then Ambrose jumps in there and hits Reigns, and then he wins and retains the match. Shane O'Mac's running around the ring. Yeah, we won, baby! And Daniel Bryan's doing the whole yes movement in the ring, and Stephanie's just like... Stephanie was sour. And Mick Foley's like, "Oh, okay, he lost." So this is the reason why no one cares who wins the titles. And this is the reason why I was hoping that Battleground was just going to be a awesome thing, instead of just just get out there and do something. They're going to make up titles of their own. Okay, so the heavyweight title goes to SmackDown because Dean Ambrose is a champ and he's on SmackDown. Raw's going to come up with their own belt, and they're going to have a new champion. And they're going to see it. They'll probably do a series of matches through the next month, and then you'll see the final match on SummerSlam. And you're going to see that everywhere. They're going to have a separate women's champ, a separate other champ, and this guy champ, and the champ of the garbage, and your mom's champ. It's going to be the same thing. If you're not sure, this is what you're going to go. You're going to go back 20 years on WWE Network and look up the brand split, and then the only really thing I liked about the brand split back in the day was bragging rights, where SmackDown got to compete against Raw in an evenly matched sort of thing, and the winner got bragging rights. They're saying, "Our brand is better than yours." It wasn't even that cool. It was just something they could do. Otherwise, it didn't matter. It just all comes down to who you like.